Thanks for filling out our intake form. I want to verify your email address here is l.mcleese2016@gmail.com.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And I also see here that you are the psychology IO emphasis, and you have the minor in interdisciplinary studies. That's great. You're not a transfer student, and you just want some general advising. Okay, so first we're going to pull up your web portal and your degree evaluation. So if you could just go ahead and log in. Perfect. So here we have your degree evaluation. This is a compilation of everything you've done here at SDSU, as well as everything that you still need to complete. Additionally, it includes any transfer units that will count for SDSU units. So the first thing I'm going to do is scroll all the way to the bottom and look at your classes in progress right now. I'm going to write those up here at the top. How are your classes going this semester?
They're good. I'm taking a lot of units, so it's been a little rough, but I think I'll be okay.
Okay, that's great to hear. You know, there are always resources if you're having a personal problem with classes or you're struggling to cope. We have a really great Cal Police Center. They have group therapy sessions and other things that you can go to for help. If you need more information on that, I can definitely get that for you. Also, I wanted to mention that I'll be taking notes on the back of your intake form, so you don't need to take notes during our session. I'll be including everything that I write down here in the follow-up email after our session. So next, we're going to go into the prep for the major. You need a C or better in all of the classes except for 280. You need a B or better because you need to eventually take Psych 370 for the IO emphasis major. You also need a 2.5 GPA overall in the prep for the major in order to be put into the major status. You don't need to do anything once you've completed all of these requirements. The computer will automatically move you into major status. So I'm going to scroll up here on your degree evaluation and look at the prep for the major. So I can see here you've satisfied the 101 Intro to Psychology requirement, 230 Developmental Psychology, 280 Intro into Statistics with the laboratory, Biology 100, the 201 Careers in Psychology class, which is the credit, no credit, 260 Intro to Physiological Psychology, as well as 211 Intro to Cognitive Psychology. So that's fantastic. Before we get into the major, do you want to talk about some career goals or goals after graduation?
Yeah, well, since I'm IO emphasis, I kind of want to go into like human resources, do like training and development. I don't know really where I want to work yet, but that's like kind of the route I'm going.
That's perfect. It's really great that you're in the IO emphasis. That will definitely stand out. Are you looking to go to graduate school after graduation?
Yes, definitely.
Great. So we have what we like to call our 5 factors for graduate school. First, GPA, the higher the better, as our general rule of thumb. Each university, each program will have different cutoff requirements, different averages of students who get into that program. So you want to make sure that you're a competitive applicant and can keep your GPA up as high as possible. Second is the GRE score, the graduate record exam. The GRE is like a standardized test that some universities require for their programs. You should do more research into specific programs to see if the program you want to go to requires a GRE, and you should prep early and often, most people say. We do have some GRE preparation books and handouts in the resource room here that you're welcome to use at any time. And again, GRE score, the higher the better. Next, you want to get 2 to 3 years of relevant experience. It doesn't have to be exactly in your field, but related to, and working with professors who have the degree that you want to attain is the best option. So you can be involved in things like Psych 491, 494, a research lab. I have a whole packet here of relevant experience opportunities that can help you get that relevant experience while earning units here at SDSU. I see here that you're already in Psych 491 and 494. That's a fantastic start. We can also talk a little bit about research opportunities and how to get into that here at SDSU through our RAP program. Is that something you're interested in?
Yeah, definitely. I really want to do research.
That's great. So the RAP program opens up at the beginning of every semester, and it's basically a way for students and professors to get in contact through the advisors here at the office. 2 advisors every semester set up the RAP program, and then students will fill out an application that we send to professors, and from there the professors will contact you for an interview and hopefully for a semester of research with them.
Perfect. That sounds great. I'll definitely apply.
That's fantastic. So I think applications open at the end of every semester for the following semester, so just be on the lookout for the end of the semester.
Perfect.
Next we have the 3 to 4 letters of recommendation, and you want to have those from professors or from mentors that you've been working with who can really attest to your skills, your knowledge, and what you bring to the table. So that's something definitely to be looking for when you're doing that relevant experience. You want to be making those strong connections and relationships for those strong letters of recommendation. And lastly is a personal statement. That's where you show the university, either through a prompt, sometimes multiple prompts, what you bring to the table and what you're hoping to gain at that program. You want to make sure that you have this proofread, reread, edited, start early, and bring it to all of your mentors, professors, and anybody who's willing to help you out, because you want to have as many drafts and make it as perfect as you possibly can. Okay, so that's what we like to call our 5 factors. Do you have any other questions about graduate school preparation or resources that we have here in the office that I can show you maybe after our session?
Not right now. I think I understand.
Okay, perfect. So next we're going to move on to the major. So this is a 31-unit upper division psychology major, and because you are the IO emphasis, some of the groups, like group 2, indicate the IO emphasis requirements. So first we have the methods requirement. These are our research classes. Psych 301, Intro into Research Methods. It makes you a good consumer of research. It's a 4-unit class. To take Psych 301 or Psych 410, which is our advanced 5-unit research methods class, you need to be junior status, major status, eligible for upper division writing, which means you've taken the WPA and gone an 8 or a 10, or if you got a 6, you've taken that lower division writing class to get to that upper division writing level. And for 410, you do need a B or better in 280. B or better, also remember, is the requirement you needed for the preparation for the major. Do you have any questions about our methods requirement?
What one would you recommend for me to take because I'm in the IO emphasis?
I think that's really more of a personal decision. Know that 410 is a bit more rigorous, which is because of that extra unit. It's a big time commitment and a lot of effort to put into that class. But if you are really interested in research, people skip Psych 301 and take Psych 410 immediately. I can ask another advisor to give you some help on that. I know Katie took that class and she really enjoyed it, and she's really hoping to go to graduate school too. So I'm gonna ask for some input and put that in your follow-up email as well about pros of taking 410 and maybe some ideas to keep in mind if you do want to take that more rigorous class. Okay, anything else about methods?
Nope.
Perfect. So next we have the breadth requirement. You need 1 course from each group, 12 units. So you haven't taken any of these courses yet. I'm going to highlight them in yellow to indicate remaining units. And then I'm also going to highlight the in-progress classes in orange. So you haven't completed your methods requirement, so I'm going to highlight that in yellow. And then for the group requirements, so you haven't taken group 1, which is Psych 340 or Psych 344, so I'll highlight that in yellow. For group 2, you are in progress with Psych 319, so I'm going to write a little IP here to indicate in progress, and then I'm going to highlight that with orange. For group 3, you can take Psych 331, 332, 333, developmental. 332 is adolescent and adult development, 331 is infant and child development, 350 abnormal psych, or 407 health psychology. And then for group 4, this is like our behavior cognitive neuro section. So you have 360 behavioral neuroscience, 361 neuropsychology, 362 cognitive neuroscience, 380, which is our intermediate cognitive psychology course, or 388 sensation and perception. I really like the breadth requirements here because it gives you an opportunity to explore the different areas of psychology, but it also gives you options of what you want to take. Do you have any ideas about what you're maybe interested in?
Well, because I have to take my IO classes, not a lot of these classes interest me, but I've heard 350 was really cool, and I probably want to take 380 too.
Okay, so I'll just go ahead and underline these, and we can make note of those later when we do our schedule for the next semesters. Lastly, we have our additional courses here for the IO emphasis. You need to take Psych 320, Psych 321, and Psych 370. You are in progress with Psych 319. Just so you know, you do need to take 319 before 320 or 321, exactly as you are doing. You also need to make sure that you have enough semesters planned before you graduate, as 321 and 320 are offered in different semesters. 320 is offered in the fall and 321 is offered in the spring. And then Psych 370 is our upper division testing and measurement class, which is why you need that B in 280, the statistics course. Okay, and then lastly we have our additional units. So you need 5 additional units if you've taken 410, and 6 additional if you've taken 301. You've already taken Psych 491 already, and you're in progress with another semester of Psych 491. So you have your additional units already finished. And then I want to double check here that you have completed your language requirement, and you have, so I'll check that off. So I'm going to add up your total Psych units remaining. Okay, there you go. And I'll include all of this, I'll scan it, and I'll send it in your follow-up email as an attachment. So next I kind of want to talk about the new schedule for registration. Have you heard about early registration information that's been coming up?
I saw it like posted around everywhere, but like I really don't know a lot about it.
Okay, so just so you know, registration is going to be happening early in order to plan for your next semester schedule, internships, classes, all of that good stuff. So starting on February 22nd, the fall 2018 schedule will be posted. So you can start planning for your schedule for next semester. Then you're supposed to meet with an academic advisor, which you are doing right now, so you're already on track. Then on April 9th, early registration begins. You can register for those classes before the final grades for your current classes are posted. You'll receive a warning message for classes that you have not met the prerequisites for at the time that you register. The system will allow you to register for those classes, but at the end of May, you will be dropped from the courses which you do not meet the eligibility requirements. If you have more questions, you can go to this website right here. They have an FAQ section. Do you have any questions about early registration, what that means?
Someone told me that I needed to like pay my thing early. Is that true? Like my tuition?
Yes, so your tuition and fees are still due prior to registration. And here it has another website where you can visit for more information on that as well.
Okay, thanks.
Another thing that we like to do in the office, now that we have early registration, is fill out a course planning sheet with Plan A and Plan B in case you don't get all the classes you wanted, in case you don't meet the prerequisites and you're dropped from the classes. You have a backup plan for the next semester. Would you like to fill out one of these course sheets?
Sure. Okay,
perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this out. So we have next fall, 2018. What classes are you thinking of taking next fall?
Well, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get through like 319 right now. Like it's just like a lot harder than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably want to plan to like take like maybe like group 1 and group 3 or something like that in case I have to retake it.
Okay, so maybe in our Plan A we can include the next IO course, which is 320, but in our backup Plan B we can include 319 in case you need to take it again.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and start with a group 1. Which class were you thinking of taking?
340.
Okay, and then group 3 as well. You mentioned you were interested in 350. Would you like me to put that down?
Yes.
Okay, and then I'll also put Psych 320, which is the next course in the IO sequence. And then I'll leave 2 courses down here if you want to take a total of 15 units, maybe to include courses for GE requirements or for your minor requirements. For GE requirements, you can go to the Office of General Advising in Student Services West 1551, and you can sit down with an advisor there and they can help you go through your general education courses.
Okay, I think I'm going to do that.
Perfect. And then for your backup plan, I'll include Psych 340 and Psych 350 again, and then also include Psych 319 in case you don't meet the requirement, and then you won't be able to move on to Psych 320.
Okay, sounds good.
Great. Do you have any other questions about anything we've gone over today?
No, I think I'm okay.
Okay, Great. Thanks for meeting with me today. You can have a look around the resource room if you'd like, and I can grab you more graduate school preparation, IO, packets, and information that we have, as well as send you all of that information that we talked about today in your follow-up email.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.